I'm Lady V, one of the co-hosts to the Gold Coast Free Speed Networking. Alright, so this is a short little instructional video because we had feedback from everyone to say they would love something like this so they know what to expect when they come. It's also because sometimes it can be quite hard to hear us explain everything. So, shall we begin? Right, first things first, when you come to the Speed Networking, you'll probably see my lovely face. And you are to sign in. We ask for your name. So please write it as clearly as possible. Your email address. Once again, please write it as clearly as possible. And your phone number. Even if you're husband or wife, brother and sister, you're doing the same business, everyone has to sign in, okay? So please make sure you've signed in. When you've signed in, we'll give you a little name badge and you basically look for other people with name badges and you mingle. Time to mingle. And then while we're waiting for everyone to sign in, please have a drink at the bar because the Marriott where we are currently holding the events relies on drink sales to allow us to, of course, continue to host there. Okay, what's next? Easy. We'll call you all in between Anna and myself. We'll start tapping you all like going, come on, people, heard you all in. And you are to find a spot. We'll indicate where exactly in the room we are going to be holding the speed networking. So just choose a seat, any seat. If you see one free, put your bum on it, sort of thing. One tip, if you are in the same business, if you know each other, please split up. If we end up splitting you into two sections of the room, when you arrive there, you'll understand. When we split up into two sections of the room, please try to have one person over one side, the other at the other. Or even try to have one person at one end and the other person at the other end, okay? All I ask is split up. Please don't sit next to each other. It's okay. Once you have, this is where the fun begins because everyone gets split up as an A person or a B person. We will indicate who are the A rows because it's all in the rows, or which seats are the A seats and which seats are the B seats. Now, normally the Bs are the ones that stay seated. You will stay seated. You won't be doing the moving. The As are the ones who will do the moving. So please listen very carefully if you're an A or if you're a B. Once again, this goes back to where you're seated. If you are both seated in the B row, like you are both in the same business and you're seated right next to each other in the B row, move. Move down here or at the other end of the B row or that end of the B row, or even move yourself into the A row or in a different section. Please, once again, I reiterate, split up. Okay, all right. Now what? Now we know who's A's and who's B's. Next thing is we start speed networking. So, the A's get 3 minutes. We'll tell you when to go. That's a one. Usually we have a bell. It'll be one ding. But just please try to listen at these and try to hear us when we say, A's, your turn to talk. And you'll get, in the first part of it, in the first lot of speed networking, because we have a section and then we have a break and then we have a second section, you get 3 minutes generally. Sometimes we'll give you a little bit more, sometimes we'll give you a little bit less. It depends on numbers who have turned out. Just, we will go by the night and we'll announce how long you'll each get. But the important thing is to use these things on the side of our head and listen. Please try to listen. All right. So, A's, 3 minutes. Get 3 minutes to talk. You get a ding. Then, once again, listen. You'll get 2 dings on a bell, and there'll be bees. Your turn to talk is pretty much what we'll say. And then, wait, listen, we do 3 dings, and that means swap details. Now, that is not indication to move. You are just to sit there, A, get your details, your business card out, swap your details with B, get your business card details out, swap your details with A, see if you can catch up later on the phone, in person, what have you. Even if it's just connect via social media, do it then. That's when you swap details. Generally, you'll probably get 2 minutes in the first round to do this. Once again, how long is up to the co-host, and we'll tell you on the night. But once again, I can't reiterate this enough. Listen. All right, then basically I'll go madly on the bell. It's time to move. When I say move, move. Now remember, once again, the B's are the ones that are planting their bums on the seats. The A's are the ones moving. When I ask you to move, stand up and move one over. So you're sitting here, stand up, move the next seat over. If you are confused where you are next to go, stay standing. Don't get up and just go, I'm just going to go sit here. No. No. Basically, stand up and just stay standing. I'd rather you standing than sitting, and basically we'll indicate, Anna and myself will indicate where you are to go next. But generally, it's like that way. You go that way, sort of thing. So here on the video, you go down the road. Once again, when you're there on the night, you'll see how it works. We'll do a test round for everyone and get you all experience it, and then basically we go for it for real. Once again, I reiterate, A's, please move. I cannot reiterate this enough. So many times we have to go tap, tap, and then go, can you please move? Yes, you've had plenty of time to swap details. It's a case of, if you don't move, you are holding everyone else up, and it can create disarray with the flow of things, okay? So the key here with free speak networking is to get you in front of as many people as possible at the event. So please move when we ask you to move. All right, then once again, we ding 1, A's, your turn to talk. Ding 2, B's, your turn to talk. 3 dings, swap details, and I'll madly hit the dinger, and that means move again. All right, so once we've done that, the first round, we break. Now, in this break, please try to network with other people in the group, because this is why we have the breaks. 1, for you to get a drink at the bar, so once again support the venue, and 2, to go to a toilet, or if you need to have a smoko, have a smoko. But please, this break is actually a really good time for you to try and network with a lot of people that you may not meet because of the way the system is, the way it's set up. Only because, well, we've got 7 to 8, 8 to 9, it's 2 hours, we're trying to get you moving, but sometimes you won't meet everyone, so try and meet other people you may think you may not meet. Now, important to remember, this is very important to remember, we will say this on the night too, before the break, please, B's and A's, wherever you are seated before the break, remember where you are seated, because after the break you are to go back to exactly the spot you were at. Now repeat, before the break, remember where you are seated, because after the break you are to go back to exactly where you are seated, because at this point you are to allow us, Anna and myself, the co-hosts, to reorganise things up, because sometimes we might move some people from both rows or either. If we have 2 sections, we might mix it up, take some people from one section, move them over there, and the other people over here. Whatever, go with us at that point, but we do need you to return to the same spot you were before the break. Okay, after the break, basically, yeah, it goes a little faster. It's speed networking gets speedy. So we might have given you 3 minutes, we might have given you 4 minutes to talk to each other and everything prior, but this is where we will go down to 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. So we'll go, A is your turn to talk, you get 1.5 minutes. B is your turn to talk, you get 1.5 minutes. Swap details for a minute, and then another minute to move. So then we start to speed it up. Then basically, at a certain time, around 9 p.m, I will basically say you can stay or you can go. Honestly, it's up to you after that point. We would highly recommend that you stay if possible, but we do understand people have commitments and children and such forth, because sometimes even myself, unfortunately, have to bow out at 9 o'clock and go on to do other things, unfortunately. So please forgive me for that. Otherwise, once again, you can stay where you are. Once the event finishes, we will tell you when the event finishes. Don't worry, you will know. You can stay exactly where you are, or you can get up, mingle, because the event's over. So it's totally up to you to do it from there. So anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to give Anna or myself an email or a call. I'll put the details on the video here. And we'll talk to you soon and hopefully see you at the next free speed networking on the Gold Coast. Now, where do you find the details in the next one? There's 2 ways. 2 ways you can do that. All right, write it up here, peeps. You can go to meetup.com. Go to meetup.com and look, search for Free Speed Networking Gold Coast and you'll find us. Or basically I'll put the details of Anna and myself on the video and you can contact one of us to find out when the next one is. If you have attended a previous one, every now and again we may email you or give you a phone call to say, hey, how are you, what's happening in your world, and see if you would like to come along, because we haven't seen you come back in a while. And just remember everyone, with this, unlike a lot of other events, this is once every 2 months. Once again, once every 2 months. What are we supposed to do between the 2 months? Catch up with either Anna and myself, we'd highly recommend it, or you can catch up with other people. We give you 2 months to catch up with everyone you've met there. That's plenty of time, okay? And of course, hopefully you'll come back to the next one and bring your friends, bring your work colleagues, bring anyone, because honestly, it's a really easy way for you to meet a lot of people. If you're new to the coast, if you're not so new, because I'm not so new, I've been here all my life. Regardless, come along, have some fun, have a couple of drinks, and say hi to Anna and myself. Once again, this is Lady V. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye!